We begin with Thursday, and with the job of captain of the Titanic unavailable, Angus Taylor did the next best thing, announcing he'd challenge Susan Lee for the party leadership. But he wasn't the only Liberal running.
Just me for a run. I'm not going to talk because I'm still short of breath and I need to get in and cool down.
Leon, who are you going to be backing today on the spill? Well, twice we've asked. He must have squeezed in 2 runs today. Pete, is Angus Taylor the man to save the Liberal Party, Andrew?
That last guy hadn't been running. He just gets really emotional about spills. Once everyone hit the showers, it was time for the spill, and the party whip made the announcement we'd all been waiting for.
This morning, there was a spill motion for the leadership of the Liberal Party of Australia. Angus Taylor was successful, 33 votes to 17, and is now the leader of the Liberal Party of Australia.
33 to 17 to Angus Taylor. Some much-needed stability for the... Sorry, I'm being told the whip is coming back in.
The result, as I'm sure many are aware, was 34 to 17.
Riles, have they worked the numbers out? I felt like I was on The Price is Right. It's between 30 and 35, higher, lower. Have they got the numbers worked out?
Yeah, a bit of a trouble with the count, but that's what you get when you fire your top-ranking numerologist. So, 34-17, a definite... Nope, whip's coming back again. OK.
So to provide absolute clarity, there was 2 votes. The spill motion was 33 to 17 with 1 informal vote. The final vote was 34 to Angus Taylor, 17 to Susan Lee. Thank you very much.
No. Stop coming out! You are making it worse. I mean, he's like the Liberal Party groundhog. You know, every time he pops out of his hole and sees his shadow, it's 6 more years of opposition. Having lost the spill, Susan Lee announced she was leaving Parliament and getting back to her edgier roots.
And finally, as some of you know, I was part of the early punk rock movement in Canberra. I will continue to find wisdom in one of punk's defining themes, a fearless and honest belief in yourself.
Yeah, I think you're mistaking punk for Oprah's book club. So who is Angus Taylor, the 17th leader of the Liberal Party? Well, let's hear from the bitter ghost of Lib Spill's past.
A lot of people say about Angus Taylor is he is the best qualified idiot they've ever met. He's got all of these qualifications. He's a Rhodes Scholar, mind you, they're a dime a dozen. Look at me and Tony Abbott.
Man of the people, Malcolm Turnbull, posing in front of some corrugated iron to complain that you can't swing a yacht these days without hitting a bloody Rhodes Scholar. Taylor's new deputy, Jane Hume, was keen to humanise the leader.
Jane, what do you like about Angus Taylor?
He's a very human being. He's a very human. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does it, though? Nonetheless, a lovely sentiment from Jane Jane Hume. To Friday, and continued fallout from the New South Wales police response to protests against visiting Israeli President Isaac Herzog.
The actions of police at Monday's town hall protests will now be investigated by the Law Enforcement Conduct Commission.
Unleashing a torrent of blows and forcefully moving in on protesters. The focus of Monday night's wild rally is now centring on police.
We can't blame the police for doing what we asked them to do, and I'm certainly not going to throw New South Wales police under the bus.
Yeah, you never want to throw the New South Wales police under a bus because they will beat the shit out of you. There was one incident in particular that drew the most intense scrutiny.
This is the moment a group of Muslims were forcibly moved during sunset prayer at Monday's protest.
Sheikh Wissam Shikawi was leading prayer in Town Hall Square when he claims cops trampled on his group without warning.
I think that is something that needs a full explanation. I know that has caused a great deal of distress.
Yeah, and fair enough. Being interrupted mid-prayer is like hanging up on God. The PM and most observers find images like this distressing, but New South Wales Police had an explanation.
Muslim worshippers were dragged while praying, something police have now admitted the men had permission to do. Only the officers in this video didn't receive that memo in time.
Wow, don't you hate it when your "don't manhandle worshippers during prayer" message goes straight to voicemail? What a nightmare. The fact is, the issues surrounding these protests are genuinely complex. How do we strike the right balance between the right to protest and a duty to maintain order without punching a guy in the kidneys? It's tough. But we can all agree that no one wants to see more violence on the streets. Well, almost no one.
I think those police should be given a quiet commendation, not face disciplinary investigation. I think we need to see tear gas and rubber bullets.
What? Rubber bullets? Oh, Tony's gone woke. To Sunday, and a couple of weeks ago, we brought you this heartwarming story from a Melbourne strip club.
They were kicked out of a gentleman's club, and that's when the real trouble started.
A hard hit from behind and a hard fall straight down as a chair goes flying outside a Melbourne strip club. A shock twist, it was thrown by the victim's mate. Security guards can't help but laugh.
Laugh. If you're a strip club security guard, that kind of stuff only happens maybe 12, 13 times a night. But this week, the reporter who broke the story, Channel 7's Paul Dowsley, went full Woodward and Bernstein, stopping at nothing to uncover the truth about the chair thrower, aka Chairman Ow.
Police are looking for the chair-throwing man who hit his mate in a moment of madness outside a King Street gentleman's club. Paul Dowsley has exclusive details, and Paul, police believe he broke the law.
What? Broke the law? I mean, all he did was start a fight, steal a chair, throw it at a bouncer, hit a bystander in the head, knocking him out. Actually, now that you line it up, it really does sound a little bit crimey. But Dowsley was just getting started, dropping a bombshell exclusive that put the Walkley Award voters on notice.
They have been trying to find the man responsible for that dangerous chair throw. We can tonight reveal he is Tony Rogers. Incredibly, he works for a furniture manufacturer in Melbourne, and yes, they do make chairs.
Yeah, I should have known with that level of accuracy he must have been a professional. So he worked for a company that made chairs, and not only that, at the Ferntech Furniture Institute, he was the chairman. The chairman was a chairman. Which means he's not as dumb as he looks, because by throwing that chair, his visit to the strip club becomes a tax-deductible business trip. Pretty good.